Hey friends, Kevin here. I'm out camping and I wanted to show you this Aferiy portable power station that I have been using on this trip. Thank you to Aferiy for sending this to me to try out and to show to everyone else. Now that I've been using this for a while, I'm going to show you everything about it that may be important to you. You have a large power button here. Of course, I leave this thing on all the time because the main thing I use this for is running a refrigerator. You also have a light here on the side. You can put this through different functions. If you need an extra light, emergency light, there are 6 electrical outlets here on the side. This will power up to 2,400 watts. So anything that you can pull out of a wall socket at your home, you're going to be able to run on this. You can do a microwave, you can do a hot plate, you can do a coffee pot, which I do when I'm camping. And you can run different types of power tools in addition to just charging other things up, like a laptop. You have all of these ports going across the front. You have your regular USB ports, you have 4 USB-C ports, including some high-powered ones, and you have a 12-volt port right here, which is what I have running this refrigerator at the moment. In addition, you have 2 more little adapters here, so it is possible to get a little adapter, and you can actually run 3 12-volt devices off of this at the same time. As far as recharging it, it comes with the adapter. You can plug this into a wall socket. It'll recharge in about 2 hours. For me, I do have a solar panel on top of this van. So this is my cord right here that runs around and connects to my solar panel. Now you can see my input right now is down to 0. We are 91% charged. My input has basically nothing going in because it is really late in the day. It will be dark in about half an hour. But you can see I was able to recharge well throughout the day. With this thing completely charged up, even if I wasn't hooked to a solar panel, this would probably run that 12-volt fridge. And you see it's doing an estimate here, and this is with it running all out. And it's estimating that it would be able to power this for another 27 hours. But keep in mind, 12-volt refrigerators don't run constantly. They are only on about 1/3 of the time because they go through this on-off cycle every few minutes. So in reality, it would probably run that 12-volt refrigerator for 70 or 80 hours. So I would say I could easily get 4 days of running a 12-volt fridge with this if I had nothing to charge it with. But with having it hooked to a solar panel, this thing can top off constantly, and I never have to worry about running out of power with something this large, which makes it really, really, really nice. As far as the things I like about this Aferiy unit, one, it is heavy and it's hard to see, but this does have 2 carry handles, so it is easy to carry and move around if you need to, because this thing weighs close to 50 pounds. This is a monster portable power station. Second thing I like is that there are inputs here on the side and the electrical inputs on the other side, because I have had power stations before where everything is going into the front panel, and that just makes things look messy, and it's kind of hard to hook things up that way. So I like this nice clean layout that this has. And the thing I like best that goes beyond any portable power station I have ever used, and I have used 5 or 6 brands of these things over the years, is this big beautiful display. Let me get a little closer here so you can really see this. Check out that display. I can read that thing from 6 or 8 feet away. So I can glance at this thing at any time and know exactly what is going on. The thing has been rock solid. When I first got this, I stress tested it by hooking a couple of high-powered vacuum cleaners to this at the same time. It performed flawlessly, and with all this power to spare, I can actually run a hot plate and an electric coffee maker at the same time. And because those are things that you are only using for 6 or 7 minutes basically at a time, maybe 10 minutes at a time, with all of this battery capacity, even pulling that much power out, it does not make a big difference. So that may take 10% or so of your power that you have, but you have so much reserve power here, it just works out very well. Aferiy does make these in several different sizes. They seem to be pretty similar in design. The capacity and the size is really going to be the only difference. So I would expect the other sizes of this to perform as well as this one has. This company seems to be serious about getting into this market with quality products, because they actually make an expansion battery that is about this size. You can actually hook 2 expansion batteries to this, which would get you up to about 8,000 watt hours of power. So in addition to something like camping, this can basically be a whole house solution in case of some type of electrical power failure at your home. So the question I always try to answer with products is, have I been pleased with it? And in the case of this thing, yeah, this thing has been great.